There's a Savix video talking about World of Warcraft and why it's so cool to hate on WoW right now. I want to play this actually. Let me play this.
Huh? This isn't WoW. Did you get glad, bro? Too many. I don't need glads anymore.
Let me move my camera.
Do you still play WoW, Makano? I just don't have fun in WoW at the moment. I didn't quit. I still raid in TBC though. Never miss.
Here's the thing, actually, crazy take. Yesterday we played WoW for like 4 hours. I did 4 heroics to try to finish my Tempest Keep attunement. I actually had fun doing it. I actually had fun doing that. The problem is there's just nothing to do. No, I actually enjoyed myself. It's just that outside of when you have things to do, there's nothing to do, and not having anything to do is boring as fuck. There's just nothing to do in TBC outside of like 5 hours a week. When you have stuff to do, it's fun, but outside of that, it's just boring.
It's the raid.
10 alts.
It's so
fuck
trendy
that,
to hate
fuck
on
that.
WoW these days. WoW is good. I just got burnt, man.
Also, WoW players attributing people being unhappy with WoW or trying new games just because it's like the fad or it's trendy to not like WoW or trendy to shit on WoW. That is extreme copium. Rather than actually admit the faults of World of Warcraft and talk about the faults, it's, oh, you're just a sheep. Oh, it's just trendy. Oh, whatever. No, there are some big problems. There are some very big problems, right?
Did you watch the video I posted? I explained all my stuff there. This was before like anyone started quitting, by the way. Like it wasn't even a trend. I could back it up. Savix downfall of PvP. This is a video I posted 4 weeks ago. And then who was the first one to quit?
Bring back Warforging? Yo, dude, how about this? Yo, they should do Classic Fresh on a 5-year-long cycle where each phase is 1 year, but in order to give you a reason to keep doing the content, make all of the loot have Titan Forging. So it would take an entire year of farming Molten Core to get all of your Molten Core Titan Forged gear. And you have a reason to keep doing it to get all the Titan Forged gear, right? That's how they keep you engaged. Yo, that would be so sick. They should definitely do. Dude, I should make a video. I should make like a 2-minute long video talking about that. That'd be so funny. Imagine how mad people get. Oh my god, I should make a YouTube video suggesting that. That would be so good. I should do that.
Mad Season, right? Mad Season. Mad Season
that.
posted his video 3 weeks ago. So I posted like before anyone that I was not having fun with WoW. If you play one character, that's fine, but as a PvP player, I need to play more than one class. And just doing these renowns and chores, I did not have fun with, man. I just wanted to PvP, but I have to do so many filler things just to PvP all the time. And I'm just tired of it. I think I was like the first one that shook Stoops, and then Stoops quit too, because I used to tell him all the time, dude, this is not fun. What's the point of getting glad? Like, doesn't even matter, etc. And then he quit. You didn't need to play more classes. That was something you put yourself, man. You put you on that. But it's like how the game works. If you want to be a top end PvP player, I feel like you need to have a lot of classes.
That's
Just
true.
sucks, dude. Pretty sure like C2 feels the same. He doesn't want to do renown on all his character that he's already done. I don't think it's a trend. People just don't have a good time. I had an amazing time at the start of Shadowland. I even have a clip where I'm like, dude, bro.
That's true. Like, let me give you a hypothetical. If someone said, hey, stay safe, I will give you $1 million to get Gladiator in retail, and you have 6 months to do it, right? As a guy that doesn't do competitive PvP in retail, the very first thing I would do, right? If it was like if it was a very serious goal of mine, the first thing I would do is level every class to max level and play them all at like a somewhat competent level, so I could learn all the cooldowns and all the abilities. I just need to, like, the first step is knowing the ins and outs of every class. Yeah, knowing every ability they have, and then you pick your main, and then you play, and then you go from there. But I think like he's right. I think in order to play at a very high level, you have to know the nuance of every single class and spec to be able to counter it and play against it, right?
Ambani, I love Shadowland, so fun. But then Ambani in that call says like,
2 years from now, we're gonna say, I fucking hate you.
he like predicted it, man. I think the biggest problem though, Makano, I think you have to understand is, it's so hard to put it together. 9 months of no content was bad. On top of that, they finally released 9.1 and they just threw like 40 renown and all these chores and all these quests, right? You know how we had a gap of like 5 months of nothingness? If they just gave out like maybe 2 renowns every other week, I would be happy with that. But out of nowhere, bam, 40 renown, go do that. And then now you need to farm Tower of Torghast for legendary. I thought I already had my legendary and we would get new legendary, so to mix and match the legendary, but our soul dust doesn't even matter. And then on top of that, those what is it called, chat? The allegations, the harassment, those came out. So it was just like people were already upset that they took forever to release 9.1. On top of that, the sexual harassment stuff, that's like a double negative.
True.
And then on top of that, PvP
Sexual harassment is a negative. I agree on that.
players are never happy about the game. Yeah, they just
Dude, I'm gonna DM Savix at some point this week and try to get him to come on our game show. We're doing our game show again on Friday. What is that? 5 days from now. I'm gonna try to get Savix on. Yeah, very poggers.
done a lot of bad stuff, man. And for me, I just felt betrayed by
I love
Blizzard,
Savix.
because you and I, we played this game for such a long time, and we're a big fan of the game.
Make Savix play Guild Wars. I think Savix would love Guild Wars way more than Final Fantasy. I think he would. I think there are so many WoW players that they feel like they have to go play Final Fantasy because that's just the natural segue. Everyone's doing it. They would all love Guild Wars way more. I'm telling you, dude. 100%. They would.
I still love WoW no matter
would.
what, because I grew up playing this game.
They would.
But it's just how they treat their loyal fans is not... I'm not happy about that, man. I'm not happy about how they treat their fans. WoW has probably the best fan base, man. The lawsuit. The lawsuit. The content drought does suck, but hopefully some changes. I don't hate WoW though. And I don't need to play FF. You don't need to play FF.
Are you saying WoW is a gateway to Final Fantasy 14? No, not that. I'm saying just because everyone's doing it, and that's what everyone's Twitch chat is expecting of them. I think a bunch of these streamers who are kind of trying other things other than WoW for the first time now, it's just what you do. You know, it's like, oh, you're bored of WoW? Oh, go play Final Fantasy, right? It's just like that's the first thing that's on everyone's brain. Let me draw for you guys a nice little picture. Okay, see this sinking boat? This is a big sinking boat. This is the fucking it's like a big ship. Okay, it's a big boat, and it's called SS WoW. And there's a lifeboat right here. There's a really nice lifeboats are orange. There's a nice lifeboat floating in the water. Okay, and that lifeboat is called Final Fantasy 14. Okay? That's Final Fantasy 14 lifeboat. And it's the closest boat. It's the first boat everyone sees. And they say, oh, I'm going to go to the Final Fantasy boat. But this boat's like kind of shitty. It has a couple holes in it. It's not the best boat in the world. And then you have the fucking party yacht over here. Okay? You have the fucking hyper cutting edge party yacht. It's sick as fuck. You have girls on here with, big boobs. And they're hanging out. And it's awesome. And they're hot. And oh hey, and they're snorting fucking coke off the deck. There's coke on the deck right there. She's taking a hit, and there's like it's fucking awesome. Okay, this boat's fucking awesome. Okay, anyway, this boat here, this is Guild Wars 2. This boat is fucking sick. Okay, so if people would be willing to swim just a little bit further, like I know this is the first boat you see. But if you say, no, if you swim a little bit further, just a little bit further, I'm telling you, it's a way better boat. It's way more fun. This boat's awesome. This boat's fucking great. I'm telling you, just swim a little bit further. It's not even too far. Just a tiny bit further, and it's going to be great for you.
No one's like bound to it. I used to be like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but I used to be like you, where I did not want to touch FF. It looked like crap, in my opinion, right? And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna play WoW. But I just gave it a shot because so many people are saying, give it a try. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try, and I'll make a video. That's why I started the series on my YouTube channel, Savix FF14 playthrough, right? So I made a series. At first, I played it off stream, It was episode 1, episode 2. I think this is episode 6 now. And at the start, I said, I want to play this so I can give my own opinion on it, because so many people say like mixed things about it. And so far, I've been having a blast. It feels like a real MMO to me. I don't know what it is. It's different from WoW. WoW combat system is better. WoW.
I mean, okay, for a lot of people, I think Final Fantasy XIV is a really, really good game. But for me to hear someone say it feels like a real MMO, the leveling process is solo gameplay 99% of the time. It is like you are doing solo activities when you're leveling, and he's level 41. 99% of what he's done is solo. Unless he's spending... I mean, maybe the reason why he's level 41 is because he's spending all of his time in fucking, Olda, jerking off with cat girls, right? Maybe. And that actually is multiplayer activity, right? If you're there, ERPing, that is multiplayer gameplay, okay? But as far as like the actual leveling content, it actually feels like a single player story game. Final Fantasy XIV does.
PvP is better, but everything else, FF did it better. It just has a community. Like WoW community, FF community wins by far to me. FF wins for sure, dude. Honestly, Makano won't enjoy it. I feel like you have to be open-minded to enjoy this game. If you're coming in with the thought of like, oh, I don't want to play it, but I'm getting forced to play it, you're not going to enjoy it. But if you're open-minded to coming in, I think you will enjoy it. PvP is getting a big revamp from what I heard. I don't know though. I feel like they have a lot to work with PvP. You know how a lot of WoW players say WoW PvP is bad? Out of all the positive things I've said, if I can say something negative, Final Fantasy PvP is... They have a lot to work with.
He's cancelled. Destroy him. You have committed the unforgivable sin, Savix, of saying one bad thing, albeit true, about Final Fantasy XIV. Execute him.
For sure. It's just not satisfying. I've talked about it like 2 times now. I don't want to talk about it again. I mean, I don't play FF, PvP, to be honest. I just like, yeah, me too. And I know people are like saying, oh, you should try PvP, do PvP, you'll like it. I just want them to know that's just one.
You know what actually rubbed me a really nice way? I loved being rubbed this way, okay? When I was streaming Final Fantasy, and I would say, oh, I'm having fun doing this and this. Here's some really good aspects of the game that I like a lot, but this one thing I don't like, or this part I don't like. I would have Final Fantasy people in my chat that would just freak the fuck out and go hyper defense mode. Whereas when I'm playing Guild Wars, and I say, in Guild Wars 2 I really like this and this and this and this, but this thing I don't like. Everyone's like, yeah, that's shitty. Yeah, true. Yeah, that sucks. It's like, okay, yo, we're keeping it real. Okay, I like that. Yo, we're keeping a little bit more real here. Okay, I like
side
that.
Of the game.
I like that.
I'm enjoying the other side of the game. Like, I don't need to have PvP to enjoy the game.